Once again, we just got a brand new update, patch 1.3.1. We also had some major store changes and rule drops that have been based around the community feedback. Of course, with that comes some cosmetic updates as well as the new store update. Additionally, we had some things from the community as well as some official ones overall. A brand new battle pass that got showcased and released. And with that, I have 4 exclusive cosmetics that I can give away. So stick around for details on that. We got a ton to talk about. What's up, world? It's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Now just to jump right into it, of course we had that update patch 1.3.1. With that, we had a ton of new changes. I'm going to go over the update highlights, the optimizations we had there, the bug fixes, as well as a whole bunch more with that. So of course we did have that downtime maintenance that happened yesterday, but as of right now we did finally get that patch 1.3. We also had a brand new event, the Wishland Party, where that is running from after the maintenance November 7th, which was yesterday, all the way till November 18th. That's of course accessible from the event screen, and once you're there you can invite friends to join you via the event interface. With this update, we also saw some major changes to the livestock animals, which now the following animals can be tamed. That includes the white buffalo, polar bear, snow fox, fox, the snapping turtle, and a sea turtle, which I know those last 2 were very highly requested, so very cool there. Now you have those tameable pets that you can have in your territory. Of course, with this new update, we did have the new battle pass, number 3. We've had a few names for this, or a few names pointed out: Enchanted Sails or the Sailor's Spirit. Obviously some translation stuff there, they've jumped around a few times. But overall, it is a pirate-esque theme. There's some really good cosmetics in this one, and it is super easy to level the battle pass, so they are worth it in my opinion. Of course, they don't have it where you get them free every single time, but the battle passes are fairly cheap for the amount of cosmetics you do end up receiving. Another new major feature here is they added a seasonal calendar, where you can check the game's schedule at a glance. You'll be able to view upcoming scenarios, opening, game updates, and even events, as well as subscribe to the notifications for the latest news. Now, I did go over this previously. They had a calendar showcased on the Twitter and as well as the Discord. However, now that's viewable in-game, and you could set these notifications in-game for you so that you receive all the information there, which is super handy, not having to receive that stuff outside of the game. Now, we also saw some optimizations with Prismverse Clash. There are people that are still in that scenario, and there is some optimizations they're doing with that, where they took into account spawn times, drop rates, and even event phases, where they did actually remove the dig event from phase 1, and they moved the Sproutlet contest to phase 1 in its place. They do mention here that more optimizations will be delivered in the next update on November 21st. Speaking of the new scenario, I've received a ton of DMs about this and questions just in my comment section, seeing as I had that dev interview and what they kind of glanced over or talked about with the new scenario upcoming. Since we don't have much news on that currently, and we still have that scenario workshop going on, where they have the community design those workshops or those scenarios, more than likely we're going to be getting the same scenarios refreshed from the start. That could be Prismverse Clash over again, or it could just be the baseline PvP and PvE scenarios. I do believe we're not going to get a new scenario until after December, more than likely with the 2025 season. So potentially that's why we're still receiving the Prismverse Clash optimizations, as they want to get those line in order for when it does come back, or if it potentially does. Speaking of optimizations, we had some server and gameplay ones, where they did improve the latency for player clusters, piloting a new protocol in the select regions. Prism deviations also got adjustments there again for the Prismverse Clash stuff. Well, those now will spawn at 8 PM server time, with more deviations and a spawn frequency change. Obviously, with the server optimization stuff, they do mention that they'll continue to optimize that and adjust server performance. And as I said in my dev interview video, if you haven't checked it out already, I know I keep pointing to it, but a lot of these questions are addressed in there. At the end of the month, they are getting new server hardware, so we're going to see the most optimizations then. Moving on, though, we do have some new events and these shop additions. As I said, we got that new store update, so I'll go over some further details with that there. However, this one, we got the H37 Unstable S Vessel Phase 2 with new Snowy Realm tasks and variants. That allows you to get a new variant of the Nutcracker. I actually didn't spend any of mine in Phase 1. Now I have a ton of mine for Phase 2, and those did end up carrying over. I'm still debating if I save all of them for Phase 3, although more than likely not needed. But you can save those if you want to save them through the phases, as each phase does seem to get progressively better. Or at least if you want to save a few remaining left over, you could do it that way. Now, of course, here we did get that brand new Lightforge loot crate, which has been labeled Urban Oddities. And on their Twitter page, they actually showcase all of the cosmetics that are featured in that loot box. They have the Doomsday Dominator, which is that combo skin for both the male and female. They have the Abyssal Mirror, which is a Cradle cosmetic, the Dragon's Fury weapon skin, The emote Art of the Explosion, that is a solo emote. This next section has had the most controversy, where they are putting home decor in loot boxes, where they did place an LCD TV in there. There's also some facility cosmetics that includes some stuff for like the grow lights and even the watering irrigation system. They also had some additional side cosmetics in the store. Those are boundary breaker cosmetics. That bundle you can just buy outright. Again, they do have both the male and the female variant of that, which you can also grab these school tail pants. That is a separate cosmetic and not tied with that bundle. Speaking of the Lightforged loot crate though, we had a massive update with this one, where they did actually break down the new rules, the new drop rates, where the gold collection is a 1% or 1.02. The epic purple stuff, which includes the LCD TV, that's a 2.5% chance. The other epic rewards, which are purple, that is like the Dragon Fury Soaker, or the DB12, that's a 60.3% chance. And the other rare rewards, which are blue, are actually a lower chance here at 36.09%. That includes the solo action emote, playing it cool, where they do mention here you can open up to 90 Lightforged loot crates. Now, actually, a fellow content creator by the name of Real Mr. Kraken, he broke that down on the subreddit here, showcasing the amount of rounds it would take you and the draws here, with a total of 13,600 Christogens, which would be equivalent to 180 USD spent. But that is to unlock everything. That is based on the official site rules and data. Of course, that is all subject to change, and that's also using the new top-up increase percentage, I believe. But it does also label here the cheapest way to do that, or the cheapest top-ups that you can to cover the entire spread. So they have significantly nerfed these, as some of the loot boxes have been around $600 and even $300. People are still critical of that, but overall, at least they did drop this somewhat significantly. Of course, moving on here, we always have our last-minute mentionables, which, first up here, as I said, I do have some exclusive cosmetics to give away. Now, as far as I'm aware, these cosmetics are very exclusive and only given away by certain creators. In fact, these creators were hand-selected to give these away. I will be receiving more in the future, so don't worry if you don't win this giveaway. I'm going to be having a ton of cosmetics. In fact, I'm going to be giving away cosmetics every single week. This is the first set here, and it is a charm for the backpack. As you see here, it is called Watch Your Step. And obviously, I'm currently showing off that cosmetic on my character, which is that Cradle Charm. It's actually a really cool one here. It is a snake. If you do want to enter this giveaway and you actually want to win it, I don't require anything from you. All you got to do is join into my Discord and click a single button to join the giveaway. You don't even need to subscribe or like this video or do anything like that. So all you got to do is go to my Discord and head to the giveaway channel where it will be posted, and click that button to enter. This is the best way that I can go about it, as I've tried Gleam giveaways before, but you can also join in with my community and chat it up, and I would like to see some more people from One Human join my Discord. So a fairly simple task there, quote unquote. I'll include a link to my Discord down below, and you can join up there and head to that giveaway channel. I'll have that running for the next 48 hours, so if you come to this video kind of late, you can still enter in there. As a last mentionable here, there is a tutorial for the seed locations in the Way of Winter. So there are a lot of new locations for seeds in general. This post seems really good here, and I do run a farm usually when I play, so it's been very useful for me, and I'm also going to be using this guide. It's just a Reddit post, so I'm going to link down to it. This is by RDiva. So shout out to them for putting this together, and a really simple, nice guide there. Overall, that's about cover for today's video. If you like and subscribe, and until the next one. Deuce!